Hi, and welcome to the NEN1KPIX training video. In this screencast, we'll be covering some basic search functionalities as well as search types that are available to you. In order to access the NEN1KPIX app, go to pix.nennow.com/NENPIX. Once at the login screen, capture your username and password. Then click the Login button. When first logging into the application, a default search screen is shown. This is known as the Ops Post Tiled Search. This has been one of the most popular grid forms. Now, if I scroll down past my search criteria, which is by default blank, the search screen will be showing by sync date and time. The last in is the first to be seen. Now, our default search options are sync date time, which is the date it was sunk off of the mobile data collections app or your iPhone, and the action date time, which is what the RSM recorded as the actual collection date, along with short office, route number, and the action type. In this case, by default, we've ignored all quick stops. We can change these at any time. It is highly recommended that we choose at least an action date time or a sync date time to view the data. In this example, I'm just choosing November 1st through November 7th. We also have other options. You can change which search function you're going to use. It'll be less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Now, not all search criteria. For example, if you're containing short office and you do a greater than, it's really meant for math and is probably not going to return what you think it will. But usually for dates, times, and numbers, greater than, less than, equal to is between. Work great. I like to leave it as the default time. Keep in mind, the farther back you search, the longer it takes. However, we program the computer only to return the first 48 or so records before searching for more. I'm going to go ahead and use Mountain States as my office. Now, if you don't know how to spell the office shortcode that is found inside of Smart, you can just type the first 3 letters, for example, and hit apply to make sure that your search options that you captured take effect. If we wanted to see all the details, for example, you could either click on the picture or right-click and open a new tab. From here, this gives you the title, starting with Mountain States, what type it is, collection with meter, the date, the time, as well as the machine number and the client code. Now, if you're like me and with your old age, you find that your eyes are going, you can scroll up, hold down the control key, and hit the plus sign on the keyboard in order to make the picture and the text bigger. You can also reverse this by holding down the control key and hitting the minus button, so things get back to normal. We have other search options, but this is where you need to be a little careful. The more search options that you apply, well, the more likelihood is that it won't be able to find anything. If you click on the more search options, as you can see, we have all these: mock type, mock make, even mock group, and this is all defined inside of Smart. We have machine number, and keep in mind you can also change these. Instead of being equal to, you can say contains or starts with or ends with. You have client name, if you felt like it, the client number. Something important to keep in mind is that you can also search for stuff that is blank. For in the case of action notes, I hit the drop-down box and I can say is not empty, meaning I just want records where the person actually captured usable notes. Again, the thing to keep in mind is, even though you can choose virtually any search options you like, if you put too many, there's a good chance nothing will come back. Now let's go ahead and look at the secondary search screen that we can use. This is called the Ops Post Grid. Go to our menu, simply hovering over it gives us all these options. Pull the mouse down and click on Ops Post Grid. This one has the same search options as our previous screen, but it provides us with a different view. Now these thumbnails are hard to see, but if you just needed a quick list, kind of Excel style, this is where you would go. And you can still click on the pictures and get to all the information, or hover and see the text as well. Notice you can also rank them, as you can rank them in the other view. In this one, I would recommend, at least at a minimum, putting in a short office. This one's a little bit different. First, it pulls a lot more data, but then it also groups it by short office. So, for example, if I hit the next page, as this is grouped by short office, we scroll down in this list, we should see a break where a new office picks up. For example, California and Arizona. Whichever view you choose to utilize to help your workflow or to verify collections, the rules remain the same. The more search options that you put, the more focused the search. If you put too many, you could, in fact, result with nothing. And that's basic searching for collections. In the next few screencasts, we'll cover some of the other features, such as ORI and the other reports available.